The headlines: Ethiopia, Ecuador to establish joint political consultative forum. And from abroad, Ukraine blames Russia for shooting of journalist Arkady Papchenko. Hello viewers, these are the headlines. I'm Adiso Baba. Now the news in detail. Ethiopia and Ecuador have agreed to establish a joint political consultative forum to strengthen the multifaceted diplomatic ties between the countries. Fukadu Brano has combined INA's report.
Foreign Affairs Minister Workana Gabayo met with his Ecuadorian counterpart Maria Fernanda Espinosa. The two officials have agreed to initiate joint political consultative forum which helps enhance the 4-decade-long diplomatic relationship between Ethiopia and Ecuador. The forum will enable the countries to conduct consultative meetings that discuss bilateral and multilateral issues on regular basis. Furthermore, it will help the countries to work better in investment and trade sectors. During the discussion, Foreign Minister Dr. Workana Gabayo said Ethiopia and Ecuador have good relationship in various sectors and the establishment of the forum can help the nations improve ties. Noting the presence of Ecuadorian investors engaged in horticulture and related investments, he called on more Ecuadorian investors to come and invest in Ethiopia. Ecuadorian Foreign Minister Maria Fernanda said Ecuador wants to consolidate the long diplomatic relationship with Ethiopia. She added that her country also wants to support Ethiopia in technology transfer, particularly in improving packaging and exporting flowers. Fernanda also requested Ethiopia Airlines to start direct flight to Ecuador as soon as possible.
The Federal Attorney General disclosed that prisoners that have been incarcerated for a long period of time pardoned on the basis of legal framework. Higher officials of the Federal Attorney General have paid visit to Kality Prison. Olkawa Wandemo has the detail from INA.
Higher officials of the Federal Attorney General have visited Kality prisoners. The visit have paid a great value for human rights and its treatment over the prison. The Federal Attorney General Branus Agay said the prisoners who have rehabilitated and regretted by their past action and whom stay a long time in the prison will be released. Adding, the regional government also frees many prisoners because of the excuses at the country level.
Excuse is not right. You can't ask excuse as your right. But the government believes that the excused prisoners will learn from the past deeds and will play their fair share in the development of their country. When we give an excuse, our main focus is mothers whom are with their children and for prisoners who stayed a long time in the prison were our main target.
Brahanu underscored that the excuses will never include the prisoners whom case is related with rape. Officer of Security Management with Kality Prison, Alamnator Rafa Foispat said the prisoners have played their level best in country's development, including the Great Ethiopian Renaissance Dam.
Our society should accept those prisoners. There should not be neglection over them, because those citizens will be our security guards after all.
In the history of this country, such kind of visits by higher government officials is the first ever.
Ethiopians and Ethiopian descendants who reside in North America expressed their readiness to closely work with the Ethiopian government in nation building following the call of Dr. Abiy Ahmed for national consensus. Mamanura has looked at Fukadu Achilum's report.
Ethiopian American professionals have met in Washington, D.C., United States of America, to discuss current situation in Ethiopia. The participants have appreciated efforts that Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed has been making to reform the country. Dr. Daraje Birada said he would stand by the side of Premier to realize the started reforms. Diaspora members of this area received the election of Dr. Abiy and his effort to reform the country positively. He is emitting positive change energy and we are harnessing that energy. We have fully accepted his call for peace and development and working in unison, he said. Counseling manager for Ethio-American Doctors Group, Malako Nuguse, for his part said the current situation in Ethiopia is united effort. He said his group, which have over 300 members, which 35 of them are specialists, is building modern hospital in Finfinne City, reacting to the Premier's call. If we work together, things would be much easier. In addition, we should have clear vision and mission, he said. International Agriculture and Environment economist Dr. Shaul Betru said this is the right opportunity to contribute his level best for the betterment of his country. We have got the opportunity to think about what we can do for our country. Now we should focus on working on our common interest, putting aside our political difference. It is a great opportunity, he said. Ethiopian Ambassador Dr. Kasa Teglabirahan appreciated the diaspora's readiness to stand by the government and assured them that the government would support them in their efforts. I would like to promise you to bridge your effort to contribute for development of your country, which some of you started and the others of you vote to start. To speak the truth, we have got positive response from Ethiopian citizens on Dr. Abiy Ahmed's speech. This is great opportunity and hope. We have understood how much the citizens are thinking and concerned about their country. I would accept your reaction with appreciation and thanks on behalf of myself and my government, he said.
Social science scholar of Haramaya University, Dr. Gutama Imana said, unity of the nation should be preserved and bonded on the base of truth for more success. Let us trace the story.
In an exclusive interview with OBN, a social science scholar in Haramaya University, Dr. Gutama Imana has forwarded his ideas and opinions on the current level of Oromo struggle and its future. He said the unity that the Oromo people have shown over the last 2 years through listening one another was a base for today's success.
The Oromo people struggled for a long time, especially what has been begun to be seen in the recent time is unique from the previous time.
According to Dr. Gutama, the acceptance of Oromo people both at national and international level is the result of a struggle. He also recalled the inscription of Oromo Gada system at UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage.
The government and Oromo strugglers have played a major role in the inscription of Gada system at UNESCO. That is why we speak about Gada steady taking the gained result of our struggle as victory.
Saying that the Oromo people have been playing a leading role in stabilizing peace in the Horn of Africa, the scholar called on the nation to sustain its contribution in this regard.
Oromo people are pillar for this country as well as Horn of Africa in all aspects. Thus, the nation has a leading role to contribute what is needed for peace's development of the Horn, because the Oromo people are a large population and have many resources as well as precious culture that enable it to live with others in harmony.
Dr. Gutama urged all Oromo people to sustain their unity more than ever.
Our unity should be bonded more than any time so as to ensure our people benefit. Struggle never ends, so we have to stand together in unison.
The news comes to you from OBN, Voice for the People. Let's proceed to the news that we have got from abroad. Ukraine's Prime Minister Volodymyr Groysman has accused Russia of being behind the killing in Kiev of the Russian journalist Arkady Papchenko. A criminal critic, Papchenko was gunned down outside his apartment on Tuesday. Russia has called for an investigation but said bloody crimes had become routine for the Kiev regime. Relations between Russia and Ukraine remain tense following Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014 and the seizure of parts of eastern Ukraine by pro-Russian forces. Papchenko, 41, was found bleeding at the entrance to his block of flats by his wife and died in ambulance. He was reportedly shot several times in the back. Ukrainian lawmaker Antonio Herashchenko said the journalist had gone out to buy some bread and that the killer was waiting for him. Kiev Police Chief Andriy Kreshchenko told the local media the suspected Papchenko was killed because of his professional activities. The BBC reported. That brings us to the end for the edition. Thank you for watching and have a nice time with the remaining OBN Voice for the People's programs.